Today, a tragedy has shocked the world. Charlie Kirk, a well-known activist, has been killed. No matter where you stand politically, this moment is devastating, and it forces us to ask, what kind of a world are we creating when disagreement leads to violence? This has been the pattern of humans. I'm not here to debate politics, quite the opposite. I'm here to talk about humanity, about consciousness, about how we can step into the kind of future that is peaceful, empowered, and aligned with our highest ideals. Because right now, more than ever, we need to wake up and choose consciously what we contribute to the world. I'm going to talk about the predictions that have told us that this will happen more and more. How do we react and not go into that separation? Let's talk about that right now. Welcome to Landria, Onkka on YouTube. I'm here to help you break through the fears. I'm here to offer you the tools for the new world that we are stepping into. But it is not without its challenges. And we will see this happening more and more, not with those who are corrupt or evil. It will include those who speak their mind, free speech, whether you agree or not. We must live in a world that allows that individuality. As long as it is peaceful, we can go into a golden era where individuality is maintained and doesn't cause the negative reactions that we've seen here today. Let's talk about the bigger picture. Let's step back. This incident is a symptom of a much larger pattern: fear, polarization, and the breakdown of communication. This is very much a part of what I have been shooting videos about in 2025, and that is we are going to be tested. And here's an example. Get ready for more. Throughout history, humans have faced moments like this, moments when anger and division could easily spiral out of control. And yet, in every dark period, there were always people who chose differently. People who stood for freedom without hatred, who held space for peace while others were consumed by fear. We've seen it in the past with Martin Luther King, JFK, where violence was fueled by the desire to control those who have a different viewpoint, who may even stand for peace. As we know, the Dalai Lama was a product of that. The same is true today. Every argument, every post online, every conversation in your home, it's either building tension or building bridges. I want you to think about this now. What are you speaking? You may think your actions don't matter, but they ripple out further than you realize. This is the test, my friends. This is what's going to determine our future. There's always a future. It is being created at this moment. Energy always flows, and right now it's asking us to decide, will we fuel division or light the way? Will we use these examples of how we should come together in discussion, peaceful ones, and resolutions, and assure that our future moving forward will not tolerate these actions? Let's talk about prophecies, warnings, and spiritual insight. Many ancient texts, and if you've watched my other videos, I go into detail about this, channelers and modern mystics have warned of times like these. You could say this has been going on forever, but not with the intensity that we're having right now that is leading to huge changes. Dolores Cannon described waves of energy that challenge humanity to either collapse in fear or rise in consciousness. Waves of energy, she spoke of. That's pretty powerful. Baba Vanga warned that times would come when conflict would test our ability to hold integrity and compassion. This is an example. This is not the downfall of our present day going into our future. This is the test for you to ask yourself what direction you are going to choose. Even the Mayan calendar spoke of transition periods where collective consciousness would be tested, and we are living through one of them now. Believe and know that this is the test. The choice can change. I believe in you. The point of prophecy is not to scare you, it's to guide you. It's a reminder that humans are co-creators of reality, and what we choose to focus on becomes more real. Fear creates chaos. Love creates alignment. Hatred destroys. Peace transforms. And those who will place the fear and the chaos out there look to shake up all of us so that we will oppose one another. I pray to see a world where it will have the opposite effect. Wouldn't that be beautiful? And that your views will be respected and heard. Historical context and lessons. History is full of tragedies that sparked transformation. Wars, assassinations, acts of terror, they all had ripple effects. The people who survived, who stayed grounded and conscious, were often the ones who shifted society for the better. Remember that. They stood their ground in peace. They didn't waver and get sucked into the basement, the moldy, dark basement, where low frequency thinking, driven by personal power and desires, resides. We will not allow it to control and rule us. This is your test. So the lesson for us today is this. Tragedy doesn't have to define us. The energy around an event can either pull humanity down or lift it up. We get to decide which energy we contribute. And this is true of every situation in your life. Will you go through a breakup and walk away bitter and with blame? Or will you see it as the lesson, a way for you to transform and become better? Think about moments in your life, times when chaos surrounded you. What if you'd given in to fear? That would have been a different outcome. What if you'd chosen to act from awareness instead? Those moments define the trajectory of your personal world, and collectively, our world is shaped the same way. How do we respond without hatred? How do we take a stand for freedom of speech and a future of peace without giving into hate? Here are some steps. Number one, anchor in awareness. Don't react immediately. I'm talking about you're in the room with your friends and somebody's going off on some political bent. Step away. It's an opinion, and we all have them, right? Don't, there's another saying that goes with that too, but I won't say it here on camera. Everyone has an opinion. When we curtail the others, then we are doing it to ourselves, and we will live in that world of conflict. Don't react immediately. Observe the news, the emotion, and the impulse before you respond. I guarantee you, you'll cool down and say, is that even worth it? All right. Next, speak with clarity, not anger. You can express your ideals firmly without attacking others. Without attacking others. That includes everything you post across social media. Are you attacking, or are you just expressing your ideals? You're allowed to do that. It doesn't mean we step back and we're the meek that never have anything to say. We will not stop speaking up. And we are eternal. So I'm not worried about the consequences of those who do step into that powerful space. Communication is an art, and your energy matters. You are connected to all things. Take positive action. Vote, advocate, create, volunteer. Actions that build rather than destroy. Your actions shape reality more than your words. And you don't have to take the path that others tell you is the right way. Go into your heart and know with your intuition what that path looks like. You'll know. Hold space for humanity. Remember that every human is navigating their own fears. It comes with the turf. Everyone has fears, right? It's what we do with it. Do we break past them? Do we allow them to control us and react in a way that is negative and creates the separation and the hatred that's going on right now with so many people out there who are in fear of our future and they want to try and control it? That's all that's going on. So compassion doesn't mean agreement. It means understanding. You don't have to agree. It just means understanding. I hear you. I hear your voice. You don't have to have a stance either way. In fact, a lot of times some of those conversations aren't even worth having. So let's talk about your spiritual butt kick today in empowerment. Here's the truth, and I won't sugarcoat it. I never sugarcoat it. The world is watching us right now. Your energy, your choices, your voice, they matter. If you let outrage or fear dominate, you're giving away your power. You become weak. You go into the darkness. And there you will see the reflection back to you of that very thing you are creating and you are choosing. If you choose love, wisdom, and clarity, you're helping write a new chapter in human history. I'm sorry, but that is the choice that must be made. Christ forgave everyone as he died on the cross. What does that tell us? Wow, even in the darkest hours, if we can go into compassion, we have experienced something beyond what humans can imagine. You're more powerful than you realize. Your consciousness is a beacon. Even small acts of grounded conscious energy can ripple across the world. So today I'm calling on you, step up, not out of anger, but out of commitment to the future you want. Don't look at this as a huge tragedy, but somebody who spoke out and believed. We don't want to be the quiet meek. We want to be the leaders, the meek who speak peace. But don't stand by and watch. We must take action, always with compassion, love, wisdom, and consideration of others. So you must commit to the future that you want. Be bold, be loving, be the voice of peace, stand for freedom of speech, not in hatred, but in wisdom and integrity. Stick to that. You won't regret it. You will feel good. Have you ever been around people and they're saying really nasty stuff about somebody else and you're thinking, yeah, I believe it, but you step back and you think, that felt really bad. It felt dirty. And it is. It's a low frequency. It serves no good purpose. Step away from those conversations. The future is still being written, and I've got some good stuff coming out for you. The energy we put out now, the choices we make will determine what humanity experiences next. Let's choose wisely, let's choose consciously, and let's choose together. If you want guidance on how to harness your energy, break through fear, and step into your power, I've linked a free masterclass below. It's called Breakthrough Fear. But now take a deep breath, center yourself, and remember you are more powerful than you've been told. And if you want to create a new world, if you want to join us in our movement of stepping forward and say, we will not support a destructive, chaotic, me world that serves only the individual, then come visit digitalexplorers.net. That is also a free webinar. We are creating businesses around what you love and believe in. I help you to create and monetize a business just for your ideals, and we spend most of our time on that. What does that look like? Not I'm going to be a coach or I'm going to sell books on KDP, but what do you want to create? There's nothing off limits, and I'm guiding people to their destination of changing this planet and starting with their own lives, and it's feeling great. Come on over. That's a free webinar. We're creating a new world. And yes, these are tragedies, but they don't have to be in vain. Let us lead the way and shine the light because you're whole, you are perfect, you're harmonious, you're loving, you're beautiful. You don't need to fear anything. I hope that you'll subscribe and share my videos, and know that if you think you're subscribed, check it and put that bell on because YouTube is not telling people that new videos are coming out. I've noticed that myself with my favorite channels. So let them know you want more positive messages, and I'll continue to give those to you. I'll see you in the next video, my dear, beautiful, perfect friend. Namaste.